today, so I'm gonna have to keep this one short and sweet. But yeah, man, we've got some good boxing ahead of us on this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Friday and Sundays ain't really all that. I'm gonna cover a bit of Fridays, but I'm allow Sundays. More about Saturday. Because here at Monk's Boxing Breakdown, we like to break down the title fights. We don't just like these everyday boring ones. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep it moving, man. Ain't got all day and that. Scorcher outside and that. Um, so yeah, Friday today, 16th of June, we got Frazer Clarke versus Mariusz Wach. Not really feeling this fight, if I'm honest. I know about Frazer Clarke, I know about Mariusz Wach. Both of them failed to impress, man. Like if I'm being real about it, like Frazer Clarke was on the Olympic circuit, um, fought Joe Joyce and that. They're both they're kind of similar in a way, like Rock'em Sock'em style. You know what I mean? Um, you try and make out like Frazier's the second coming of AJ, and you know what I'm saying, someone to hype up and that. But I'm not feeling it, man. Marius Whack, he's just there to like his last name. You know what I'm saying? He's there to be whacked. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Marius Whack, and previous fights I've seen, he ain't all that either. He's just there to be hit, man. Slow feet, absorb punches, and try and get some off. Grab, hold, all of the long shit that we don't like to watch in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Um, Onto their fight records. Frazer Clarke has had 6 fights, 0 losses, 5 wins coming by way of KO. He's got a KO ratio of 83%. On the other hand, Marius Wack, 36 wins, 9 losses. Um, 19 of those fights coming by way of KO, and his KO percentage is 53%. And the reason why we talk about KO percentage on this show is for the entertainment factor. All the best fighters that people like to watch and fights that are worth breaking down. We want knockouts, man. We're here for the knockouts, innit? Um, but yeah, ages. Frazer Clarke, 31, a little. He's getting on a bit. He needs to really do something now. You know what I mean? With only 6 fights, it's a bit late to be having 6 fights. You know what I mean? Professional career and that. It's cool that you got 5 KOs and that, but if they're tomato cans and you know what I mean, it's gonna take a while. And then you're gonna be like Joe Joyce. You're just another Joe Joyce. You're gonna be like 33, 34, pushing up them ages, trying to get your title shot, which you might get. I'm not saying you won't get it, but it's not the best way to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Way to be doing things and that. But I don't know whether you who you're. I think you fighting for Sky. If you're fighting for Sky, then that's why in it because they need fighters at the minute. Marius Wack, 43 years old, so you know he's cooked in it. He's finished. Um, he's there to be hit. So that one's pretty simple. People on the breakdown. I'm going for the Frazer Clarke win. Is he gonna knock Marius out though? Um, maybe. Like I said, Marius does like to take punishment, and yeah, he's a glutton for punishment, in it. But yeah, man, for real. I'm going for the Frazer Clarke win. I see it going all 12 rounds. I see a decision. Um, Wagwan Alfie, what's good, bro? When's this starting, mate? Should be starting soon, man. I feel like the undercard and that will be going probably on YouTube now. The undercard, you know what I mean, the little warm ups and that. But because it's in the UK, it's in London show. I feel like it'd be maybe a 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, maybe. Yeah, 10 o'clock ring walk, and then something like that. Anyway, but who else was you saying was on? Is this on the same card? The fight you're on about? You're on about Caroline. Oh, you're excited for Dubois, yeah? All right. Yeah, on to be honest, on the fight card, that's the one I'm excited for, innit? The Frazer Clarke fight and Mariusz Wach don't really do it for me, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a boring fight, but Caroline Dubois versus Lescano. So let's break that down. That's gonna be a 10 round fight. Um Dubois comes into the ring with 6 wins, 0 losses, so she's undefeated at age 22. Five of those victories coming by way of KO with a 83% KO ratio, knockout ratio. Lescano, she's 13-2. She's 27, 4 KOs, KO percentage of 31. So we already know what's going on here, innit? We already know Caroline is on the star track to the path to stardom. So you know what I mean, trying to make her follow her bro and that. She probably not follow her bro, not like that in that way, but in the way that they're gonna lead her in it, in that way, trying to build her star power that way. But again, I see Dubois taking this. Um, Lescano's got a bit of experience. You know what I mean? Tooch, well, I say that, but 15 fights ain't a lot. But you know that's more than Dubois with 6 or whatever. Dubois got the high knockout ratio. I see her fights and that. She does like to get stuck in. She's looking for the knockout. Um, so that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for the Caroline Dubois knockout round round 6. Round 6 is the round I'm going for, with Caroline Dubois coming out victorious. So moving on to Saturday, 17th of June, Regis Progais versus Daniel Zorrilla on the main fight, the main card. I'm excited for this one. Not not like the Frazer Clarke and Mariusz Wach. That fight's gonna bore the shit out of me. Old side now is getting on a bit. 34 years old. Um, 28 wins, 1 loss. Um, 24 of those wins coming by way of knockout. So he's got an 86% knockout ratio. So he's been doing things, and I've been watching a few highlights of his, and he is on smoke. Little unorthodox with his punches sometimes, with his shots. Um, if he's not in range, somehow he makes it work, or if he's like his body weight shifted one way, he still managed to get the liver shot in, or you know what I mean. He's a bit unorthodox, but yeah, I haven't seen much of Zorilla, to be fair. Few little highlights here and there, to be honest. But with a record of 17 wins, 1 loss, and 13 of those wins coming by way of knockout, with a uh, knockout percentage of 76%. So he's a little bit of a banger, but where I haven't seen much of him, I don't know who he's been fighting. I don't know the caliber of his opponents. Um, and I do know the caliber of Regis's opponents, and they're not tomato cans in it. Um, so on that one, I'm going for the Regis Prograis win, and I think I'm going for a stoppage in the 10th round, referee stoppage. I don't think Zorilla's getting knocked out, to be honest. And he's a bit of a banger as well. He's got a left hand. He's definitely gonna make it look a good fight. Um, and again, here at Monk's Boxing Breakdown, we prefer the title fights. We prefer it when there's something to play for, when there's something to lose. You know what I'm saying? And and yeah, the fight here is for the WBC Junior welterweight title, innit? So There's something to play for here. I'm going for the Regis Progais win by referee stoppage in the ninth or tenth. I'm gonna go ninth. I probably said something different just a minute ago, but we adapting, we evolving. Um, so that's it, people, man. Just trying to keep it short and sweet for this one. You've been watching another Monk's boxing breakdown. I'll be back next week for the next weekend's fights breakdown. See if there's something a little more interesting on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm out of here.